Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to... I'm going to sing. Welcome to the Skinny Jean Gardener Show. Guess what we've got coming up for you tonight? It's Costa. I wish I knew his surname. We are going back down under, so expect some awful Australian accents tonight on the show as we explore what Costa's up to down under. Plus, you can call in too. We are live 0742 357 4520. Hey, everyone, before we crack on tonight, and we're a little bit early tonight, so everyone's like, oh, what, you're a bit early, yeah? Tonight, everyone, I'm really looking forward to tonight's show. I'd love to hear from you too. We had a great show yesterday, great Monday. Thanks for your support once again. Do me a favor before we get on tonight. Give it a big thumbs up, mate. I told you the Australian accents are going to be a little bit all over the place. Let me know in the comments, right? Tonight, during our musical interlude, a new feature we're doing just to kill time. Let me know tonight. Just one. Let's not push our luck. If you've watched Costa before, we've only watched him a couple of times. I don't think we know it as well as Ground Force yet. So maybe let's say two Costaisms that you think Costa is going to do tonight. So let's have this little tune that I didn't play, by the way, obviously, because it's too good for that. Stuart Jackson, loving the Costa. Should explain that Costa is an Australian gardener. We're not talking about the coffee. Grab if you fancy a coffee or a tea, go grab one. Sugar. It's Costa. I'm so excited. Yes. If you fancy getting yourself a coffee or a tea or a drink, I'm having a Capri Sun to celebrate Wednesday night. So doesn't get better than that. And also, I put on a snazzy jacket tonight for this. So, Costa, if you watch him, snazzy jacket. Bedo's getting on the Wine Wednesday. Are we like still got 10 minutes until we really start the show? It's got iron brew. Who actually drinks iron brew? Liam Webb. Liam Webb's in tonight. Bedo's having a glass or two of Malbec. I don't know what it is, but I feel like I'm like XFM or something. XFM don't go anymore, does it? the phone lines are not open. The battery's just gone on the phone. Just give it 5 minutes if you want to call him to the end of this song. So, final 2 minutes of this song, I want to know your Costa-isms. If you've not watched it before, then you're in for an absolute treat. I want to know what Costa is going to do tonight on the show. Will he be behind the counter of a coffee shop he owns? That'd be brilliant. Also, if you've got a tune you want me to play, which I can actually play copyright free at the start of the show. Here we go. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, hey, how we doing, everyone? Welcome to the show. I love starting the show off with a little bit of music. So much fun. I hope you're all good, everyone. Welcome to the show. Tonight we are watching Costa once again, back by popular demand, because I did throw in the Instant Gardener into the mixer, but it didn't seem to go down well with everyone on the show last week when I mentioned it. Or did I mention it at the start this week? I'm not sure. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. I hope you've all had a good day. Today has been it's been all right. Two things happened. I don't know if it might happen last night. I don't know. Two things happened in between seeing you lovely people last night. One, Chelsea Flower Show. No, three things happened. This is exactly the order it went, right? One, Chelsea Flower Show. No, this is the order. Get it right, Lee. Right. One, I got an email through. I mentioned it on last night's show. I was a little bit excited about it, right? Malvern got in touch and said, will you come do some talks? I said, yes, wicked. You've got me. All right. Then Chelsea Flower Show cancelled last night, right? It's a bit gutted about it because I get it. I'm not having a go. I get it. I'm just gutted about it. And then today, or at least this afternoon, Malvern cancelled. Not even coming back. At least Chelsea Flower Show is coming back in September. Fingers crossed. I understand. I get it. I'm a bit sad about it. Just gave a little bit of focus to May. Looking forward to bits in May, but I understand it. I get it. It makes a lot of sense. And I don't know. I said, well, look, I was a bit down. I'll be honest, I was a bit down about it. But I said, I'm looking forward to this tonight. So no pressure, Costa. No pressure, but you got to pull it out of the bag tonight, all right? You got to pull it out of the bag. I understand. RHS doing what they're doing, of course. Being sensible about it. If you've ever been to Chelsea before, it's not a massive place. It's not a massive place. I thought Malvern might happen because of the size of the area, obviously, but it is what it is. We're gonna can't wait for 2022, guys. What month is it? It's almost Feb. Can't wait for only 11 months till 2022. So here we go. That's all good. Sug says, is there going to be any garden shows this year? I don't know if I could cope without a garden show. I can only imagine there's going to be a garden show. There's Tatton, which is going to happen in July. Should do. Is it July, Tatton? Fingers crossed it will happen. I don't know if I could handle a... Liam's like, 2022. Wow. That's just the... That's true. Oh, look, Stuart says, here's a bit of positivity from Stu. We will get the Malvern Autumn show. So that'll be fun, guys. That'll be fun. I never get booked for the Malvern Autumn one because kids don't like the cold. I don't know. But I'll go to it. I'll definitely be a visitor there. Any garden show I can be a visitor at, I'll be happy to. Happy to, everyone. But there you go. So that's the news. News just in, guys. News just in. The May is basically cancelled. We'll get through it together, everyone. I'm sure we will. Throughout Chelsea, we will be looking. The Chelsea week, I've decided that I was going to do this anyway, but I was going to do it to the actual coverage, but we're going to do it differently now. Throughout the whole of Chelsea week, every single night of that week, we are going to look at a old episode of Gardener's World or whenever they showed it on TV. Let's go as far back as possible throughout that week and look at old Chelsea footage because we can. It's the only thing we can do, isn't it? That's the only thing we can do. So, hey, how about it? Look forward to May. Look forward to May, guys. Right, tonight, should we start the show with an intro? Probably should, shouldn't we? It'd be rude not to. Facilia. Or Pacilia, if you just read it off there.
Yeah. Oh, I'm on.
Oh, I can't hear you, on. I've done something wrong with the thing. Anyway, elephant poo is what I got.
Good evening, Lee. How are you?
Great, mate. Your signal is always terrible, but I'm good, my friend. Excuse me. You got an allotment? When I go, don't put artificial grass on top of me, all right?
Are you going to get composted, Lee?
Yeah, if you've not subscribed yet, if you've not followed yet, if you're on Twitch and you want to follow, give it a follow. That always helps. 7 Twitch followers now. I know. If you want to subscribe, somehow we've gone live every single day of the week, right? No offense to you, YouTube lot. Nice to see ya. Somehow we've lost subscribers on YouTube. I don't know. So subscribe. Click the bell. If you fancy clicking the bell, then please do. And if you're on Facebook, yeah, give it a thumbs up. Give it a share to your mum, to your nan, to your best mate that you've not seen in about, well, literally over a year now, probably. And yeah, say, hey, this is not bad. This is not bad at all. Cheers, Liam. He says, I've subscribed to a YouTube channel. Cheers, my friend. We should... Oh, here we go. What's Stuart saying about what we just talked about before we hit that? We should have a virtual show between us all. We could do that, couldn't we? We could do something like that. I'm going to have a little think about that week. Maybe me and Suggs could do something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll have a little think about that. I like the idea. What's this? YouTube sometimes purges accounts that haven't been used for a while. Well, I needed them Russian bots. I needed them, Richard. Ever I start having a go at Richard Suggett, the system seems to chuck me out of the studio. At 24-hour live, says Suggs. We could do if we're allowed to sit next to each other, Suggs. Then I'm up for that. I don't want to do another 24-hour live until we can actually sit side by side. But by May, I might be so desperate to do a 24-hour live, then I'll take it. We'll see what happens, Mr. Suggs. We'll see what happens. But yeah, we could do a virtual. The autumn shows get better weather. Yeah, it's true. They do get better weather, Stu. I know. I've not been to the autumn show before, so I'll definitely go to that if I can. As if my diary's not busy that week. Who knows? Right, tonight we're going to watch a classic, Costa, everyone, which I'm really excited about. I'm really pumped about, and we're going to start. We'll kick off, but I do want your Costaisms. If you've not seen Costa before, he is a gardener from G'day, Australia. Going down up there, he is. There's a still image of him, but let me just reverse it because I know that's 2 seconds in. You don't want to miss this. He's a gardener from Australia. He's in my diary tomorrow to contact to say, hey, g'day. Is that a good way to start a conversation? I don't know. G'day, Costa. You fancy coming on? Actually, I could ask. I know if someone I might ask. Sorry. Sorry, it's ridiculous. I just thought, I know the Veggie Pod people. They must know Costa because they're Australian. So they must know him. It's like them coming over here and going, you must know Monty Don, right? I do. Yeah. Chuck me out of Gardener's World. Benno says, I can do a virtual garden show of my garden only after I manage to cut the lawn. Okay, well, good luck for you. Good luck to you, Beddoes, all right? Good luck to you. You do that. Right. Anyway, if you don't know who Costa is, Dan under. He's from Australia. He's one of the... He's up there on the list of gardeners I love. I love him. He's up there. I think... What is my top three? Probably Titchmarsh, Costa, Frost. Danny Clark as well, yeah. Sorry, Titchmarsh, you're gone. Probably Costa, Frost, Clark. Top three. Who are your top three? 0742 357 4520. Phone lines are open all night tonight, right? I'd love to hear from you. Anyway, we're going to do some Costaisms. Mine is that there has to be, you only have to pick one tonight. I'm going to go one. A few of you have gone for a few. Mine is that he'll put a fig tree or talk something about figs. I feel like he always talks about figs. Mr. Jackson says he will put his hand through his beard and also will eat raw veg. That is definitely possible. Beddoes earlier on said he will be behind the counter of a coffee shop he owns. Could be. Suggett says he will say, for me, he does say that a lot. For me, gardening is all about... It literally could be anything. For me, gardening is all about eating cheese on a deck chair in the pouring rain. For me, gardening is having a cold beer while a kangaroo jumps over my head. Doesn't happen, does it? Can Costa play the didgeridoo? I don't think... I'm pretty sure that's taught in Australia in schools, I think. I don't think so. Fun fact, I, for some reason, went to Australia. No, that's not the fun fact. I went to Australia and brought a didgeridoo. Shipped it back. I think it cost me about £100 in total to buy it and ship it back. And now it's in my loft. Don't know why I bought a didgeridoo. It's the thing when in Australia, he will play with plants. All right, Liam always goes for the obvious. He will walk forwards. He will play with soil too. All right, I'll take the soil thing because he loves soil. Shall we tonight get into it, team? Is that good with you? Is that all right? Oh, before we do, I'll tell you what, before we do get into it tonight, come on, Lee, get on with the show, get on with it. Let's quickly do a little bit of this. Latin. Let's talk about the Latin. Every single week we do Latin. If you call in, you can guess. We had a guess yesterday from Shawnee Baby, which I think after a VAR review, he might have got. But if you didn't tune in yesterday, you would have missed it. But this week's Latin is, brace yourself, Cucurabita Peppo. Cucurabita Peppo. That is this week's Latin. Let's talk about the Latin. If you know it, then ring up tonight 0742 357 4520. We don't generally get many calls, but we are live tonight. So if you want to call in and let me know how much you love Costa, then please do. You need to get out. What's he saying? What's Pedro saying? You need to get it out for the 24-hour live show. We could do that. Let's do that, yeah. Why didn't you get the didgeridoo out for Costa, mate? I don't want the didgeridoo. I need to sell the didgeridoo, really. I don't need a didgeridoo in my life. I haven't needed it for 10 years. So, is that a drink that goes in a cocktail? Says Beddoes. Cucurabita Peppo. It's not a no. It's the answer to that. Should we get on with this? Should we do this, guys? Are you up for this? Call in whenever you want. 07. Okay, so I'll move you over here. 0742. Let's move you here. Sorry, guys. Let me know if you can't. Oh, you can't see. Hang on. Let's just share the screen. Come on, Lee. Work it out. £5. £5? What are you saying? What are you saying about £5? If anything goes wrong, oh man, I know one thing that is gone wrong. Wait there. What a start to the show. What an absolute. Here we go. Right, just share screen. Right, get him on, but I want to share the audio. Do I want to share the audio? No, I don't need to share the audio. Let me know if you can't hear this in the comments, all right? Hang on. But only because I've seen the start, this very small start bit. Mackie's in the house. How you doing, mate? I might be in the market for a didgeridoo. Well, DM me. I might have sold the didgeridoo. Oh, Sugget's saying £5 because he wants to pay me £5 for the didgeridoo. I'm not. I mean, if you find an auction house that will sell the didgeridoo, let me know. I will ring them and to see. Right, enough of the didgeridoo. Right, let's play Costa. Let's play Costa. If you can't hear this, I can sell the orchestra. Let's play Costa. Oh, we're right in the mix. All right, come on. Where are you, Costa? Let's see you, mate. Let me know if you can't hear this in the comments, team. Can't see it at the moment. Come on, Costa. Where are you?
Hi, I'm Costa. Tonight on the show, a new wave of gardening, where you can get 40 friends to come over to your place and build you the perfect garden.
Obviously, I've got to say to start off with, obviously, where's my glasses as well? Obviously, this is a few years ago. 10 years ago. I don't know if anyone remembers 10 years ago when you could actually have 40 mates. I've not got 40 mates, so it's not really necessarily a problem. Oh, sorry about that. I bet that over is. I've not necessarily got 40 mates, so it shouldn't be a problem. But g'day, Costa. Who has 40 mates? August 17th. I know 40 mates. Yeah, get 40 mates. Maybe in Australia they have more. Maybe they're a lot kinder Australians, aren't they? They're a lot nicer. So it probably is more likely that they've got. It probably is more likely that they've got. Wow, a minute. What's this? I need you, Lee, to help me in my garden. Why? Well, no, I mean, no, why? I can, man. You want me to come out? You do know. Yeah, sure, I can help you, Liam. With questions. I'll suck it. I got wrapped into doing his shit, and I said, "Well, I'll see you. I'll see you later, mate. Make sure this garden's sorted before I see you again, because I don't want to help." Oh dear. Who's got 40 mates anyway? Costa. What's his name? Costa Giordardis. Right. Let's get into this. Come on, team. Oh, hang on. I've pressed the wrong button. All right, go on in, Costa. Is that Titchmarsh in the background? 10 seconds in. If you're new to the show, this is actually what happens, all right? It's going to take a while tonight. Well, I'm in no rush, so hello. Is that Titchmarsh in the background? Where? Beto is saying, is that I can't even see. I can't even see. I can't even see Titch. I don't know is the answer. I can't see. I don't know what you're talking about.
Friends to come over to your place and build you the perfect garden.
Also, even if you did, I mean, I think I can count on one, maybe two hands. One hand. How many mates I've got? Maybe okay, two hands because I can do the calculation better. 10% of them would come over and help me in my garden. In my garden. Costa's Garden Odyssey. Love is really lovely bit. And he's dancing everywhere. Is that too loud? Probably. Sorry, I need to just sort this microphone out. We're in no rush, are you, tonight, guys? Wait there. For God's sake. What's going on with this microphone tonight? It keeps wanting to drop down. Can you hear me all right? I have to do this because in the podcast you can't actually hear me. And I know most of you will be like, that's not really a problem for us. Hang on, wait there. What has happened to this mic? What is going on? Right. I know you're saying it's not a problem. We don't want to hear you anyway, Lee, because we want to watch the show. But I've got a podcast to produce. I'm gonna look at apples and goats, and I'm skipping around.
Tonight, the invention that you can use to build a garden anywhere.
Look at all that rooftop expanse. Imagine if that could be green.
The magical and tasty world of the Australian blueberry and the key things you'll need to know about installing a water tank at your house.
The next and most important thing you have to do is get the water from your roof here.
This is one for this is for Sugget tonight, isn't it? The water butt king.
This is Steve. This is his girlfriend, Emily. And their backyard is about to be transformed. You see, they're about to host a permablitz.
Oh, what do you call it? Did he call it a permablitz? Get that done in the hairdressers, can't you?
So, Dan, what's a permablitz?
A permablitz is a day on which a bunch of people rock up to someone's backyard and maybe their front yard, and in the course of a day, convert it into an edible space. So we're talking veggie gardens, maybe some chooks, an orchard. We're expecting about...
You say chooks? Does he mean chickens, right? Why does Sugget keep saying hello to Steve? Do you know... Is Steve in the... Why are you saying hello to Steve? Who's Steve? Is Steve in the group?
About 35 to 45 volunteers from around.
Is that guy called Steve? Is that who you're calling Steve?
Melbourne to come and help out.
Permablitz is a volunteer-based movement that aims to create sustainable, food-rich, low-carbon footprint suburbs. It began in Melbourne in 2006 when Dan became inspired after he did some volunteer work for a South American community group.
Hang on a second, I've not really been listening. Sorry, I'm just going to go back. I'm sorry. Sorry. All right, sorry, yeah. See, it's like I'm not really listening. Let's start again. Sorry, guys.
So, Dan, what's a permablitz?
A permablitz is a day
His name's Dan, not Steve.
on which a bunch of people rock up to someone's backyard and maybe their front yard, and in the course of a day, convert it into an edible space. So we're talking veggie gardens, maybe some chooks, an orchard. We're expecting about 35 to 45 volunteers from around Melbourne to come and help out.
Permablitz
Right, let me get this right. So this geezer's got a business. Gets a load of people who want to volunteer and do some gardening. They're not all mates then, are they? So you've fooled us there. They blitz someone's garden. He must get a little backhander. Sure, it don't work like this. And everyone's happy. They get a new garden. It's basically like ground force, but permablitz.
is a volunteer-based movement that aims to create sustainable, food-rich, low-carbon footprint suburbs. It began in Melbourne in 2006 when Dan became inspired after he did some volunteer work for a South American community group.
One day we had a backyard makeover in an elderly El Salvadorian lady's house.
Yeah.
It was wonderful. Since then, there's been over 60 permablitzes in Melbourne,
60 of them.
and it's taking off in different cities and countries as well.
It's not actually a bad. I like it. It's not actually a bad idea, is it? Right? I don't know how sustainable. I mean, I don't mean sustainable. I mean, I suppose you could do it. I suppose if you knew. I mean, there's loads of groups of gardeners out there. Imagine. It's a really good idea. I like the sound of this.
And if we run a path directly
Plans and everything. He's got plans and everything.
from the kitchen courtyard straight out to the orchard.
The system is simple. To get your garden permablitzed, you need to first volunteer and help build 3 other people's backyards.
Ah, I get it now. Right, because I did wonder. I was like, mate, I'm doing your garden here. What for? I want my own garden to sort out. So you got to do 3 gardens. Here's a deal. 3 other people's gardens. And then you get your own done. That makes sense. I get it. I get it. I like it. I like it a lot. Cheers, Liam. He says, I love watching the show. Cheers, mate. I hope you love watching these adverts. Advert Lee here, saying hello. How you doing? Hope you're enjoying the show. Now, you know when you're walking down the street and you say, cool, mate, you're looking pretty cool. You must be wearing a t-shirt. Yeah, probably one of these. And you go, good t-shirt, mate. Good t-shirt. Well, tonight, I'm asking you to support the show by going, good show, mate. Good. Well, if you listen to the podcast, obviously you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm doing a thumbs up. Good show, mate. Good show. And you can do it too right here by giving the video a good old thumbs up, a good old share to your mum, to your nan, whoever is your friends on Facebook or in YouTube or whatever, and go and subscribe. That's what you can do. If you're listening on the podcast, you can share the audio. But just share the show. It supports Lee more than anything. Thumbs up. And honestly, let me just show myself. Honestly, this new merch is fantastic, guys. No, I actually really like this. I love the new logo. But you don't have to get one. But if you fancy it, they're pretty good. Go click on. There's a link somewhere in the description, team. Hey up, people. We all well. It says grow your own kitchen garden. Right. I'm trying to learn names as we go along. Sometimes I'm rubbish at names, as most of you know. It took me 6 months to learn Bedo's name. Hey up, people. We were. I think. Let me know in the comments. Grow your own kitchen garden. Russ. I'm very bad at connecting YouTube names to people's names. It's probably miles from us. Let's all wait for that comment to come in now. Let's all wait. Am I right? Why am I testing myself so hard? I don't know. You join us anyway tonight, team. Oh yeah, but go and support the show. I really appreciate it. Yes! Little wins. Go support the show tonight, guys. I really appreciate it. Tonight, Russ, we are watching Costa from Down Under, and he has got a community garden that it's not a community garden, it's someone's back garden. Basically, it's a community thing where it's a community thing. Everyone comes, spit it out, Lee. It's a community thing where everyone comes together, right? And does over someone's garden. Beddoes just said, Beddoes said that his family did his while he was away in his motorhome. I don't know if Beddoes had to do free. I don't know if the Beddoes actually had to do 3 gardens before he got his own done, but anyway. So we're watching that. We're going to go well over time tonight, guys. So let your partners know. We're only 2 minutes in, and we're 25 minutes officially in the show. We've been about for a while. Oh, more. Do you remember Joe 90? Says Beddoes. The glasses look like this. Okay. I don't remember Joe 90 because I'm far too young, Beddoes. But I'm far too young, hip, and cool, as you well know. Right. Let's get back into this. Let's see what's going on.
It's a great feeling to think that by the end of today, everything's going to be all up and running for me to start producing heaps of food.
It's pretty cool, right? It takes people so long to get a garden right and ready. I'm still doing mine. I've always got a 10-year plan. This guy's getting his blitzed out or perma-blitzed in a day.
And who's paying for all this?
Steve's putting some money towards
Oh, that's Steve. Okay.
materials. All the labour's free. People are volunteering their time, and people are volunteering things like seedlings and compost and other bits and pieces.
The garden that is going to be installed in Steve's backyard is based on the permaculture principle that every backyard should provide an abundance of edible foodstuffs and be in balance with the natural ecology.
This has got Richard Suggett written all over it, isn't it?
Therefore, by the end of today, Steve will have a garden filled with vegetables, a pond, a chicken house, and a fruit orchard.
Welcome
Beat that, Titchmarsh.
everybody to Permablitz number 62. Have a pretty action-packed day.
Stop tape. Why did no one actually tell me they can't see the screen? Why did no one tell me? Jokers. I can't see, so you have to tell me. I have to just listen.
Now, Paul, it's 10 a.m.
Yep.
Lots of people are rolling in. How do you delegate jobs?
At about 10:15, we do an official introduction of the day and let people know the jobs that need to be done throughout the day, and then they get to choose which one of those suits what they'd like to learn throughout the day the most. And we break into small groups, and every group goes at their separate tasks.
Cheers, Russ. Unfortunately, the comments come in far too late for me to realise. Suggs says, I'm considering doing a permaculture design course. Check you out, Suggs. That's cool.
Fantastic. Okay, we're busy digging a trench here.
He loves a trench. Is it me, or is it in every episode he's digging a trench? Huh?
To go from the roof to a water tank that's going to be in the back corner of the garden.
We've laid a black irrigation pipe. This will be connected to the tap on the tank, and the water will come down this, and then periodically every few metres along this pipe we've got a little T and an upright. So later on, Steve can put an irrigation system in, and all the major trenching and plumbing's all been done in one shot.
Oh, I really like the sound of this. This is this ain't just any garden makeover. They're proper doing it. They're proper going for it. This ain't the sort of garden makeover where the decking's still wet at the end, and the people don't have to don't step on that decking.
Puma Blitz is a fantastic opportunity to get out on the weekend and do something that you wouldn't otherwise necessarily do and learn along the way. After a week sitting at a computer, it's really good to get behind a Matic, shovel a few bits and bobs and meet some wonderful people at the same time. Absolutely.
Many hands make light work. And as you can see here, it's just going off. We've got the paths being dug out, all the grass is being raked up, and that's starting to take shape.
This is lunacy that they do it so quickly in a day. They're not going to get this done in a day, surely.
Over here, the final touches to the trench are being done before that gets backfilled. This part here is the chicken pen. This is where the chickens are going to live in here, and there'll also be a run for them.
That is going to be a proper chicken den, isn't it?
Around the back, and this will be a wall that keeps them out of the veggie patch. Trees have been cut down to create some space. And up the back here, bricks are being stored and an area for compost is being created.
Is that the neighbour? He's not helping, is he? He's just having a look to see what's going on. Mine next, lads. No, he wouldn't say it like that. Mine next, lads. G'day. Mine next, lads.
It's overwhelming to have 50 people in your backyard helping you. It's really good.
I've found it really inspiring seeing this group of people who are behind Permablitz, watching the effect that they're having on people's lives. It's really, really great being around them.
Still to come, you'll be able to pick up all sorts of hints and tips on how you can do this at your place.
Perfect, Costa. We'll have some of that, boy. Love the music in this. What's this? Why does Beddoes even care? He says, do they eat bacon butties on the job? I don't know. Mr. Jackson says, my garden needs a makeover if anyone's up for it. Well, maybe we can do something like that in the future, all of us. Far, far, far in the future. Stuart Jackson, if you have a JCB, I'd love to have a go. I don't think he has got one.
What an incredible landscape paradise this is. You can't help but feel the balance and harmony that's developed here over millions of years. Each part of the ecosystem works with the other. The plants catch the water, slow it down so that it hits the soil and is absorbed like a sponge and then slowly filters out through the landscape to the ocean. This is a cycle that's complete. It rolls around. But then this happened.
Hey, this I'm going to say after this, didn't you?
200 years of urban development. That harmonious, balanced landscape has been replaced with hard surfaces. We've got rooftops, concrete, pavements, roads. The sponge that used to absorb all that water has been covered over.
If you've paved your driveway like me, we should be ashamed of ourselves for this very reason.
And now it runs into these drains and gets ricocheted away. One man, however, has a vision to re-green the city.
Umberto Uriola is a visionary, a man who has dedicated his life to the pursuit of greening our cities.
The idea of roof garden city, the green cities, is everywhere. We can live in paradise.
Umberto's perfect city would look like...
Wowza. That's obviously not a real city, is it? Did anyone go when it was open? Did anyone ever go to the rooftop gardens in London where there was flamingos? True story. Did anyone go to that? No, that was wicked.
This, a world where green roofs cool down our cities, cut down rainwater runoff, reduce greenhouse gas emissions, and provide more pleasant surroundings, improving our health and well-being.
It's such a good idea. I don't think it'll ever happen, but I think it's a brilliant idea. Costa's beard looks like Aaron's from Fast and Furious. Okay.
What a fantastic thing. Perfume. People happy because the garden made the people happy.
But before Umberto's dream could begin to be realised,
oh, it's happening. He's on it.
He knew he had to overcome one major obstacle. You see, traditionally, building gardens on rooftops or hard surfaces involved the use of large quantities of drainage materials that were both expensive and heavy.
Kelly Wheeler's in the house. What's up, Kelly?
It can weight up to tons and tons, thousands of kilos.
But then, in a light bulb moment, Umberto had a vision in the middle of the night.
I wake up and in a piece of paper, I drew very quickly this device. And the rest
is history.
What did he invent? Time is very happy. Whatever it was, very happy.
The result of that vision is the revolutionary drainage cell, a lightweight, cost-effective drainage solution that allows gardens to be built on any surface.
Hey, this is the sort of stuff I want to get from my driveway.
The Atlantis drainage cell is placed on top of a waterproof membrane. The plastic drainage cell is wrapped in a geotextile material, followed by a layer of river sand and finally the topsoil. The cells allow the water to purify and drain away slowly.
Did he come up with that? So simple. Such a good idea, that, isn't it? So says, I went to a rooftop garden in Canary Wharf. No flamingos there. Yeah, I don't think there are flamingos. I don't think it's a native bird. And Beto says, I can't remember who owned the shop the gardens were on top of. Went many times while staying in Carradon Place Hotel, across from the Aston Martin garage, drawn over the cars. There we go. Thanks for your input, Beto.
So, Umberto, all of this garden is on concrete slab.
No
Absolutely.
way.
You can see the plant, how beautiful they grow here.
Yeah.
With very little maintenance.
That is amazing. I wonder how much these cost. But that is. Are we in Melbourne? Where are we in the world? I know we're in Australia. Did he say at the start? I missed it.
We'll say.
Because of the technology developed and realised by Umberto,
We can now grow gardens anywhere and on any surface.
This was 10 years ago, though. This is a game changer, mate.
Including gardens in the sky.
Matt, we're 28 levels above the Bradfield Highway here. Water in the background, water in the foreground.
Fireworks in the sky.
Sky.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Matt Cantwell is one of Australia's leading landscape designers.
Are they in Sydney? I think they must be in Sydney. That is amazing space on top of... That's incredible, isn't it? I think I would have put less decking in, but that is incredible.
And he's responsible for the
fish
of this spectacular rooftop garden.
The first thing that caught my eye when I came out was definitely this zoysia.
Yeah, zoysia. It's a fantastic plant.
You just want to lie in there.
As impressive as this garden is, Matt wouldn't have been able to build anything on this space without Umberto's drainage system.
Can you imagine how much that place would cost? This place, anyone listening to the podcast, this place literally looks over Sydney Harbour, the Opera House, I mean, obviously not this year because they didn't do fireworks. We can imagine watching the fireworks up there. It's not your everyday. It's not your everyday rooftop, is it? Let's be honest.
So, Matt, the planter box itself is not much more than 300 millimetres deep?
Yeah, that's right. On the floor of each planter and on the walls, we've got a drainage cell so that as soon as the water hits that, it disappears out of the base of the planter and then it falls through onto the existing floor waste systems to collect the runoff and for it to disappear.
Now, most of us may not be able to afford a garden like this, but the good news is that the principles of this drainage system are the same up here as they are on a concrete slab at your place. But I tell you what, from this height, it does give Matt and I an opportunity to dream.
It's a beautiful city. Look at all that.
That is incredible. I mean, just away from the garden for a second. What a balcony that is.
Rooftop expanse. Imagine if that could be green. And there's absolutely, no reason why with new buildings and many existing buildings we can't make.
Easy. You can't do that to the Opera House. That's a joke. Fun fact again. Watch the Beatles in there. Not the real Beatles, obviously, before Beto says, but Beatles on my birthday. So 10 years ago. No, less than that. No, more than that. 11 years ago. 12 years ago. Oh, man, I'm getting old.
Make that happen.
Yeah. Next week, I'm going to show you how you can use Umberto's drainage system to create a garden in the middle of a concrete jungle.
Oh, this is what I'm saying with this show, right? It's so so beautifully put together. It's I love it. You'd think, later on in the show, I'll show you how you can do it too. I'd love to know how much they cost. If any during watching this, if anyone can try and find the Roberto's things and tell me how much they are in the comments, I'd really appreciate it. God, this must have been written by J.K. Rowling, mustn't it? Oh no, by Lee, the Skinny Jean Gardener, How to Get Kids Gardening book. I tell you what, it's an absolute awesome read, and you should get your hands on it. It's on offer right now. Go click the link. You know. Go click the link in the comments or in the description. You get your hands on it. Let's see what people are saying. Oh, that Sam from Sam and Mark says, Lee's passion for gardening is infectious. Probably shouldn't say that word at the moment. It's not the best. In fact, you don't want to be saying you're infectious. Because it's, probably wear a mask around it. But it's that good. It's infectious. Go get your hands on one right now. What now? We're at the end of the minute. Matt, now. Right, Russ, remember it's called the Atlantis Cell. Give it a Google. Oh, man. Fine. Have I got to do everything around here? Atlantis Cell. Hang on. Man. Gardening. Gravel cell. Is it called a gravel cell? Let's call it a gravel cell. I wonder if maybe they've changed it to a gravel. Hang on, wait there. Let's see an image of it. Wait there. You guys can't see it. Yeah, it's called that now. Right. How much are they? They're now called a reinforcement grid. I just want to buy one, mate. They're only in Australia still. I don't feel like they've come over here yet. Yeah, I know the cost benefits. I know you guys can't see this at the moment. Hang on, wait there. Hold your horses. I just want to buy one. If we had a phone line, we could ring Australia and ask them. Okay. That can't be how much they are. They're not massive, are they? Hold on. Supplied in 1 meter squared. Right, 1 meter squared. 3 pieces. I think. Wait there. Oh, here we go. Right. So. How big is that? So. Let's click on this one. I know you can't see it. Just wait a second. Hang on. Right, so 50mm diameter, and then 575mm by 575mm in length, so width and length. We are looking at, they're not massive, I think we're looking at 33 dots, about 28, I don't know, 25 quid. It's pretty, the answer is pretty expensive, all right? The answer is pretty expensive. Oh, you've got a UK, oh, okay, 30 quid. Oh, here we go, look, 30 quid on Amazon, a pack of 12. Oh, okay. See, Kelly's found it cheaper. Oh, nice one, Kelly. Pack of 12. Kelly's found a cheaper pack. Nice one, Kelly. We'll get on that. I've never seen anyone use them like this, but that's brilliant. Well done, whatever his name was. The inventor probably made millions. Can you see this? Yeah? Don't want any complaints.
Welcome back to the show. We've been following this amazing permablitz here in Melbourne. There's really something going on here at the moment. You can feel it. The energy is buzzing. Look at all the people. They're doing stuff, they're sharing, they're talking. But overall, there's just this socialising.
Anyone remember socialising? Oh, those were the guys. Sorry, I'm tripping up my words tonight. I don't know what's going on. Anyone remember socialising? Anyone remember socialising? Yeah, those were the days. Carry on.
Connection of the spirit and the soul.
I've never been to a permablitz before. We've been looking forward to this for ages and ages. I just think all these people volunteering, they're from all over Melbourne. What nicer community event could you have?
Barbecue.
Trying to convince him to come over.
That geezer's not still sitting. There's a guy, right, who's been sitting on the back of a fence looking at what's been going on. There's 40 people. Instead of going and saying, oh, go on then, I'll do it. He's just standing on top of the fence watching them. It's not like you're busy, is it? Come on, mate. G'day.
Who are all these people? Now, there's 40...
Who are? I'm so confused right now.
Volunteers, and they've been working away at all different tasks throughout the day. But the best part about it is that not only do people contribute their labour, they're also running a variety of workshops throughout the course of the day.
Like how to grow your own vegetable garden.
We're actually going to start by digging out the pathways about 10 centimetres. They're going to be filled with wood chips. What we dig out will go onto the veggie beds, and on top of that we'll be building a no-dig garden.
Strangely enough,
look at that, it's 10 years ago. No digging it.
It's called a no-dig garden because there's no digging required.
Self-explanatory, surely.
Instead, the garden bed is built up above the existing soil using organic matter that then breaks down and feeds the plants. To ensure that no weeds come through from the existing lawn, a blanket of wet newspaper provides a suitable barrier.
So a couple of simple tips for people at home.
Costa, the most important thing is to be thorough. Make sure it's at least 8 pages of paper thick.
I love that. That's a measurement. At least 8 pages, depending on what newspaper you read.
And that they're overlapping by at least 10 centimetres. If we've got that, there's no way that the grass can come back through.
Does anyone else do this? Does anyone else... good evening, Sean. Does anyone else use newspaper? I know cardboard. I've heard cardboard a lot. It's only from watching Australian ones that I've noticed people doing it with newspaper. But look at you with your Clark Kent glasses. I know, right? So intelligent now with these glasses on. Says, simple as that. Charles Darwin has made a career out of saying, put cardboard on the grass and throw topsoil in it. Well, funny you say that. Today or yesterday was the birthday of me going full-time skinny jean gardener, saying make some wildflower seed balls and you'll be happy. So, you know, we all got to make a living, mate.
Gone down with wet newspaper, Then we've followed up with a good...
Yo, Wendy, thanks so much. Yeah, cardboard is... I suppose cardboard is better than newspaper. It's thicker, isn't it? I just wondered if anyone used newspaper. I think I've only ever seen it on this programme. But, oh, here we go. I don't know. Oh, look at that. Kelly, oh, here we go. Everyone's chipping in now. Kelly's saying, yes, we use newspaper during the summer. Always Dan gets a lot of shredded paper from work from all the officers at work. Oh, okay. Makes sense. And Bello says, what's Bello say? Where is it? Would that be the Times or the Sun? Well, as you're watching this program, mate, it's going to go on the show. I'd say the Sun. I tried newspaper. What's he saying? Sean's saying I tried newspaper, but it took ages because I kept reading the articles. Suggs follows it up with, does anyone buy a newspaper anymore? Well, yeah. If I'm in the Gazette, I've been in the Gazette for ages. They used to call me all the time. Even the locals don't have me.
10 centimetre layer of mushroom compost, which we've planted into. When we've planted, we've stabbed a hole through the newspaper so these plants can get down to the original soil, but the weeds aren't going to be able to get up. We've given them a good water. We're going to add a little bit of sea salt to give them some more fertility and possibly a few worm castings later in the day. All you got to do now is mulch it, keep it moist.
Did he say sea salt? Is that what he said?
And in no time at all, you'll be eating your own cabbages and cauliflower.
Simple as that.
My favorite part is the planting because, you plant these little plants and after a while you see them grow and, you can eat them. It's great. It's not just decorative.
When they leave, they must have to water that so much. Them plants will dry up so quick. Can you imagine? Sea salt, what are they cooking? Can you imagine how quick they dry up?
4 hours into the job, and Steve's
Oh, it's literally after I said that, he's watering it.
backyard is a hive of activity. The vegetable gardens have been planted out, the walls on the chook shed are just about to go up, and the orchard is almost finished.
The heat's really on now. I'm down here in this little pond that's been...
I tell you what, I wish the heat was on tonight because it is freezing in this shed.
built, and what we're doing at the moment is just finalising the edges. It's a plastic liner, which is great because unlike concrete ones...
Ponds can be hazardous to small children, so check with your council for local regulations. Local regulations? Put a pond in? Yeah, I've got to be careful, to be fair, but I'm going to get a pond this year. Not a big pond. I wouldn't get one with Olive being too young, but I'm getting a pond this year.
If they move, they crack.
Doing a lot, every time I see something new, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do that.
And you're forever looking for your water in the neighbour's place.
The pond will attract insects, birds and animals, and will also provide a place for Steve to grow some beneficial water plants. Later...
See, Sean's just come in late. See, Sean's like, so you're too late, Sean, to get in. You don't know what's going on, do you? Sean's saying, all those nice people there volunteering, nothing to do with the TV cameras being there. Correct. You're right. It's nothing to do with the TV cameras being there. Because if you were here at the start, you'd know that we are watching Costa and what are they called, these people? I don't know what they're called. They're a group of volunteers that go around and they all do each other's gardens. So, gotcha.
In the show, we reveal Steve and Emily's brand new productive garden.
It's done already. How's he done it so quick? So it says pond is great for wildlife or fish for Friday's tea.
Bananas are the most eaten fruit on the planet. And here on the New South Wales mid-north coast, the humble banana has literally helped put them on the map. I mean, they've even built a monument to the slightly...
Seen that? I've got a picture somewhere of me of that. 2 hours we drove.
Bent fruit.
2 hours to get a photo of that big banana. It's just reminded me about it. I've not thought about it since we did it.
And for generations, farmers with
2 long hours to get a photo of a banana. I'll dig it out one day.
Punjabi heritage have come to this region, a people proud of their reputation for hard work.
The Sikhs arrived here in the late 1800s as they were looking for opportunities to work, and farming in bananas gives you a weekly income.
John Arkin is a local councillor and expert turban tutor whose grandfather first arrived here in 1897.
What about the beard? How long have they been? I should have asked that question.
Here we go, everyone. Who said stroking of the beard? Because I think we've got a Costa stroking of the beard coming up. We've even got a conversation about him.
43 years, haven't touched it, never had a shave.
43 years.
Sikhs don't cut their hair.
Today, I've been invited to a celebration of local produce and Sikh culture in the coastal town of Woolgoolga, 20 kilometres up the road from Coffs Harbour.
1, 2.
Woolgoolga has the largest Sikh community in Australia, and an amazing 90% of the local banana farms are owned by Sikhs. Before I get into the festivities, I want to learn how the...
Not a banana. We've been to an apple festival. It's not a banana festival, is it?
locals are adapting to the changing landscape of...
I don't think I can say that one.
The banana
joke. I'm not going to say it.
Industry.
Well, bananas, there's no future in bananas, I reckon, because it costs us between $10 and $11 to produce a carton, and we're getting $8 and $9 back for them, so we're putting money out of our pockets into them. That's why there's 5%. Bananas in Costa Harbour now, compared to 95 before.
Sean Atwell's family has been growing...
How's he make any money then?
...bananas here for 5 generations, but lately... competition from Queensland growers who produce larger crops more cheaply has forced him to look for an alternative. The exquisite and exotic blueberry.
Oh,
well, most of the Indians are going into blueberries. A lot easier work, good income off them, better lifestyle as well, I suppose. It's not as dirty as bananas. So, there's a lot of things going for blueberries.
I'll tell you, I'm making no money. Must be bananas. Oh, here we go. Just talking about beard stroking. Dave's Allotment Gardens just turned up. Hello, all. I just made it. Don't worry, Dave. We're going to be a little longer tonight, so panic not. The beard stroker must have brought me here. Yeah, they do say that. The beard must have been telling you. Must have been telling you. Hello, Aris. How you doing, mate? Hope you're well. Hope you're good. Nice to see you.
The subtropical...
What are you going to get from the garden? Your dad better let you buy something good at the garden centre with that winnings from Christmas.
The climate here in Woolgoolga is perfectly suited for growing these tasty little treats. So much so that this region is now the largest exporter of blueberries in Australia.
Can I grow a bush like this at home?
Anyone can grow one.
Yeah?
Yeah. If you've got a well-drained pot, stick one in it and then water it every second day or third day, you'll be fine with it.
Anyone growing blueberries right now? Let me know. The beard force is strong tonight.
Down at the Woolgoolga Curry Festival, it's a chance for the locals like Sean to show us what they really think of bananas in the annual Woolgoolga Banana Throwing Competition.
Go! Whoa! Yes, mate. This is what I should have done when I went to Australia. Missed out on the banana throwing competition. No one told me about that, mate.
Go! I think you're right.
Feels like a waste because he doesn't make any money anyway, and now we're just throwing his products about. And also, how much of a tradition is this? Because it's not really a tradition, is it? It doesn't look like it's no barbecue there, mate, so it can't be a tradition.
Right, the round arm.
The round arm, yeah.
Round arm.
Well, what a great privilege it's been to come up to Woolgoolga.
I know a man that will know that. Sean says, I do love a blueberry. I've got 3 nice bushes. Sean, do they need alkaline or acid soil?
To meet some of the Sikh community.
I can't answer because I don't grow blueberries. Or no.
Working the
answer.
Land here. These are farmers proud of their culture and heritage, who no doubt will continue to embrace the shift in focus from a yellow fruit to a blue one. But maybe it was all just meant to be. You see...
Oh, they've got a stage, so it must be a big tradition.
Believe it or not, Woolgoolga gets its name from Well-Gal-Gar, an Aboriginal word for a local berry.
So, John, given that the blue...
There you go. Sean says acidic soil. I believe him. Acidic soil.
Berry seems to be taken over. What do you see in the future?
Well, bananas have been here for 40 odd years. Like the big bananas there, it's an icon for Costa. But I think now we should put a big blueberry in as well.
Welcome back to Costa's Garden Odyssey. Fresh water is a finite resource that we all tend to take for granted, particularly here in Australia.
Hang on, what's Wendy doing? Earlier on, right, Wendy said, I didn't mention it, sorry, Wendy, about ponds. Wendy said she did one in the last lockdown. Now she's saying, oh, well, I may add to my new forest garden. Lockdown project free, everyone. Wendy's having a lovely time through lockdown. Gardening, at least.
One of the driest continents on Earth. If I had my way, every house in the country would have a good-sized rainwater tank. I'm going to show you the key elements you need to know to have a rainwater tank installed at your place.
Oh, all right, calm down, Suggs. Suggs getting excited about this, I know. Dave's talking about hair. The beard's fine, Dave, don't worry. All right, the beard's good.
Now, the golden rule when buying a water tank...
Look at that for a water tank. Oh, massive.
...is that bigger really is better. So buy the biggest one you can afford that fits in the space you have. This is a 3,500 litre polyurethane tank.
This is not what I was expecting. Not what I was expecting.
It will easily provide the water for a washing machine and a downstairs toilet.
Once you've got your water tank in position...
It's perfectly down the side of the house. I don't have to squeeze down the side of the house anymore. Oh my gosh. Oh dear.
The next and most important thing you have to do is get the water from your roof here. In this case, we've diverted 3 downpipes, one from the front, one from the side, and one from right above the tank here. We've combined them and they're all coming in and feeding our tank with lots of water.
That's ridiculous, but awesome at the same time.
The more pipes you have going in, the quicker your tank will refill.
To connect a water tank to your washing machine and toilet like this, you'll need to book a plumber for a day and an electrician for a couple of hours.
When installing a water tank at home, it's important to get all the little details right. And one of those little details that I really love is this concept of the first flush diverter. What it does is catch that first lot of rain that comes washing down off the roof, taking all the dirt, all the sand, the grit, the birds' droppings, and all the leaves. They come rushing through the pipes. They get to here, and this is open. And what happens is, this little ball, as the first lot of water comes in with all the leaves and the mess, this ball floats up to the top. All the muck stays down here. The ball gets to the top, boom, locks in, and then all the clean water runs down there into your tank.
That is I'm sorry, but that is genius. That's such a clever idea. I wasn't quite sure where that was going, but that's genius.
It's important with something like this to make sure you clean it out regularly so that the quality of your water in here, and hence the quality of the water in the toilet and the washing machine, stays nice and clean and free of all this muck.
And finally, a tap is installed so that we can water the garden. Now, all we need is rain.
Right, mate, we up to?
How good is that? Pure fresh rainwater stored in our tank on site to use wherever we like. And the best part about it is that it relieves pressure on our dams.
It's got a really good point. I love that. I mean, I bet that cost. I can't imagine that was very cheap to buy. But I love that. Such a good idea. I love the ball thing that goes up, right? Dave said, I can honestly say I've never found a water tank like that in the skip. Oh, let's have the final ad break, guys. Can you believe it? We're almost at the end of the show. But if for me, I just want to say from Advert Lee that you can sponsor the show too. Support it however you want. The best way is to get in touch with Lee at lee@skinnyjeangardener.co.uk. And me, Advert Lee, will promote your product. A little bit like, here we go, this. It's a water bottle. And it holds water that you can drip. Let me show you. It's not coming out. Why is it not coming out? There we go. Water in it. You can put orange squash in it, or any liquid. It holds liquid. Water bottle. lee@skinnyjeangardener.co.uk. Water bottle. Dave. Oh dear, lockdown. Right. Dave says, so if there is a drought, you're screwed for a shower or anything. Did I miss it that they use it for inside stuff as well? I'm sure. Is it just outside stuff or inside? Wendy says, I missed your craziness. Used to listen to your podcast a few years back. We're tuning again. Yeah, we try and keep it crazy. But no choice in this, is there, really? Let's be honest. Wendy. Lockdown 3. There's no choice. Thanks for joining us tonight, everyone. Give it a thumbs up if you like it tonight, if you're enjoying it. And we're here every Monday to Friday. So if you want to tune in, we don't just do this every Monday to Friday. But yeah, Dave said, no, he said toilets and washing machines. So it's going, it is going inside. Yeah, I know you've got, Sean's saying, sorry guys, Sean's saying, I've got an outdoor shower. Yep. I'd love to see you use it right now. Right. So Russ says, what's he say? No, he said toilet and washing machine. So it is going inside. Okay. Right. I've got you. That's a good point. It must just be like they must have a backup, Dave, surely. Must have a backup. Anyway, welcome back anyway, Wendy. Yeah, like I say, we are here live on the socials, Monday to Friday. Monday we do news, Tuesday we have an interview, Wednesday we do this, Thursday we are doing, at the moment, Homeschool Thursday, which is just basically me talking about stuff you can do with the kids or just do in your garden. So it's a lot of fun. So tune in. We're at 8 p.m. till crikey knows what time we're going to finish tonight.
The Japanese have always had a great respect for and relationship with nature. In tonight's Zen Shed,
everyone knows I hate the Zen Shed.
We're going to explore the...
Good comment. Ian says, oh, Charlie, yeah. It's wrong show, Beddoes. It's the wrong show. Right, let's get this Zen Shed out of the way. It's literally like a minute of Zen. I don't get it.
Ancient Japanese flower art known as ikebana, a strict discipline where the object is to recreate nature in flowers.
Crikey. For some reason, they don't put the sound on some bits. I don't know why. Put copyrighted. Are we going to hear anything?
Ikebana is ancient Japanese flower arrangement. Originated in Buddhism. Ancient people believed God lives in rocks, trees, river, mountains, forest, in nature. Ikebana is very much like admiring and inspiring and the spiritual part of nature. Space and colors, mass and lines, all combination of the art we can express in Ikebana. Always we consider the heaven lines.
Well, I mean, we just get a vase or a vase and just chuck it in. But I respect it. When I went to Japan and we did a garden show, right? There was a whole. I mean, this sort of thing was bigger than the actual gardens. Like they took this sort of thing more. I felt like they took this more seriously. There was a whole massive like mansion place just full of these art designs of exactly this in Japan. Don't get me wrong, they were good, but there's nothing better than just whacking them into a vase. Just whack him in the vase.
Primary line, and then the secondary line is express man, and the third line is the lowest branches. They express earth. So the heaven, earth, men are all uniformed and harmony, and then balanced.
Yeah, Richard, I don't know if I mentioned it before. I did I'm an international garden designer. I did a show garden in Japan, for the International World Garden. I can't remember what it's called. Garden Show 2020. I believe it was 20. What was it? I don't know what year it was. Maybe it was 2016. So yeah, international garden designer, and now I design gardens for internationally for places like Ideal Home Show. So we really have gone up in the world. And I was on Blue Peter once. I don't know if I mentioned that.
We have to prepare our mind, ourselves. Therefore, mind start calming down.
Anyone else calm?
I felt many times I have spiritual experience.
Oh yeah, and also it's not the Lion Pub. Thanks, Sean. Three Wise Monkeys Pub. I was a big garden designer there, so pretty big deal over here. Pretty big deal. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by Zenness. Oh, thank God that's over with. Right, let's see what these guys have been up to in one day. Literally putting Titchmarsh and Dimmock to shame.
Back at Steve and Emily's Permablitz, a very important event is about to take place.
I don't think I did. Beddoes is asking me, did I ever do the spring show at NEC? I never did. I never designed a garden at NEC. Yeah. But we started at the top. The only way is down from there, Beddoes. You've been around on this show for a while, you know.
Place.
After this great work, we shall release the lovely chickens.
The chooks are Australorps crossed with Rhode Island Red.
Oh my God, I'm trying to watch Costa. Stuart Jackson. Lee, I know you done Japan. I done Chelsea when we could travel. Yeah, I know you did Chelsea. God. Stop going on about it, Stuart. Always going on about Chelsea. Oh, I did Chelsea. Whatever, mate. I was on Blue Peter twice.
They'll not only eat your food scraps, they'll lay about 250 eggs each per year.
Well, the chickens have been released and they're getting to know their new 5-star hotel. The team's up there just going through a chicken workshop. But look at this place. When I was standing here this morning to what it is now.
That's amazing.
Unbelievable.
If you'd like to get involved in Permablitz, then check out our website for all the information.
As I look around at all...
I wonder if there's a permablitz in the UK. Might be worth looking at. Well, we can't do it here, but all right, once or twice, maybe. I can't remember how many times. I've got a Blue Peter badge. All right, stop testing me on it.
All the faces, all these volunteers that have come together for this Permablitz Day. I can't help but feel as though I've been part of something really special. Thanks everyone for a wonderful day today. It's been a pleasure to be involved with this Permablitz, and we'll see you next week on the show.
Next week on Costa's Garden Odyssey, a community garden bridging the cultural divide.
That ended a bit rapidly, didn't it? Not this show, obviously, but it wasn't like the big reveal there, really, was it? Cool, though. 40 people. I mean, Russ says, don't get me wrong, it's amazing, but it's been 40 of them.
It truly is a united
what's happening next week?
Nations of gardening.
How to turn an unloved corner into a leafy entertainment space.
That, what he was just doing there looks like, I don't know if Richard Suggett's ever shown it, but it looks like the corner of Richard Suggett's garden.
It'll spread itself over the pergola and create a great shade for the summer.
And how to grow veggies that taste out of this world.
He tried a raw veg, by the way, Stu, so there you go.
That's amazing. That is like a time warp.
Oh, it's finished. Like a time. That gardening for me. Oh dear. I love that. I love that, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. It was cool. Russ says, what's everyone saying? Next Sean says, next week, how to transform a garden with only 48 people. Oh, I love that so much. That was so cool, weren't it? I love that. I think that's such a good idea. I mean, obviously, it was quite a long time ago. There's loads of community people, right? There's loads of groups that are doing stuff. Imagine getting like as many people together, right, and saying, "Look, we're going to do everyone's garden." Say us here. Well, not 40 of us, is there? But say if there was more of us watching. Say there was, we could all get together, right? Not right now, obviously, and say we'll do everyone's garden throughout the year and blitz it. It's not a bad idea, is it? I know, Russ, we couldn't do it now. I get that. I get we couldn't do it now, but we social distance. I get it. I know we couldn't do it now, but when we can. Beddoes said his back couldn't hold out, so maybe not Beddoes. We'll have to. Everyone will be means tested for if they could join the group. Nice to see the group is sticking to bubble numbers. You paying, said Ross. Oh, I'm no. Oh, well, we'll do it on the cheap, Ross. We'll do it on the cheap. Sean says he'll do the Zen shed. All right, okay. So really, I love that. I think that's really good. Like, I know everyone's saying there's 40 people, but I think as a concept, it's a pretty decent idea. Bringing everyone together all at once, blitzing it. I don't believe it was done in a day. I could be wrong. I mean, maybe it was actually, because it needs a little bit of growing, doesn't it? It needs a bit of. There's going to be little bits ain't quite right, but everyone's learning. I suppose if you're the same group of 40 every single time. Each time you're going to learn more, right? I like that. I love that. I think that's such a good idea. I hope you enjoy that tonight. I hope you like that, guys. I can make the coffee, says Beddoes. Okay. All right. Feels like everyone's getting jobs that are not. It's usually my job to try and get the easy jobs. But okay. A day in the summer is a long day. Very true. Never a truer word spoken. Mr. Cameron. So yeah, I love that episode tonight. I just love Costa so much. I love the program. This was 10 years ago, this program came out. I just love how it flows and how he doesn't, there's not, there was a big reveal at the end of this one. It's a makeover show, but it's not a makeover. Does that make sense? It's a makeover show, but it's not a makeover show. Get rid of the Zen shed. I'll be happy. Oh, hang on. Stuart's now making the bacon pies. Everyone's doing stuff apart from gardening. It's going to leave me and Sugget, unless Sugget comes up with a excuse to make the teas or something. I don't know. I don't probably. There we go, guys. We've done an hour and a half tonight, if you've been around since the start. Thanks so much, everyone, for joining us. Come on a little bit early tonight. I might come on a bit early tomorrow night. I don't know. We'll see how we got on. But I've had fun. It's been good. I love Costa so much. It's up to you guys. Next week, we can go back to Ground Force Bingo if you fancy it next week. We can do that. We can watch another Costa, or I'm still pushing it, but no one else wants to watch a bit of. Hang on, let me show. Right, some people not. Before you go, don't go anywhere. Thank you, said Liam. Who would they do a big reveal to? Everyone is in the garden. Big reveal to the geezer that was poking his head over the fence. I don't know. Let me just quickly show you, because some people are. Oh, hang on, I've got a phone call coming. What's from my brother? Was he not watching? Let me show you quick. Instant Gardener. Wait there, everybody. Hold your horses. Let's pop that in there, because I know some. Hold on.
Gardens are one of Britain's most.
God's sake. Right, let me quickly show you this, because I know some people are a bit like, who's the Instant Gardener? Let me quickly. I did have an episode set up in case you wanted to watch this. It's a little bit newer. This is from 2015. You're not going to watch it tonight. Let me go to halfway so you can see what Danny. Here we go. Here's Danny Clark. You'll know him when you see him, right? Wait there. Hang on. Wait there. Right, here we go. Right. I can't believe you've never heard of Instant Gardener. It's like a Sunday morning staple. This is. He's on quite early, to be fair.
And Sandy can't paint the next section of wall, so it's on to the next job, revamping the tired old lawn.
Now, what can make a big difference to a garden is just
That's the Instant Gardener right there, okay?
Shaping the lawn. Okay. So I thought, a nice gentle curve would really do the trick in this garden.
Right.
And it would also give it a bit of a contemporary feel as well.
Yeah.
It's a bit calmer. Don't get me wrong. It's a bit calmer than Costa.
It's a good idea to mark out a lawn before shaping it.
So I think it needs to come further back.
Yeah. It's a bit calmer. All right? It's a bit calmer. We've got to give him a chance, Danny Clark, at some point. But it's up to you guys. Let me know. Hey, let me know tomorrow night if you fancy it, what you want to watch. And we'll watch it next Wednesday. Like I say, tomorrow night we've got homeschool, some garden ideas. You've got the kids, grandkids, doing whatever. Some ideas for you, even if you're just at home on your own. Something fun to do in the garden over the weekend, over next week. Then Friday is the best of show, where we get all the best bits. There are some best bits all put into one show. We all meet up in the comments. Then Monday, like I say, we've got an interview next Monday. We've swapped Tuesday and Monday around. We've got an interview next Monday. Then on Tuesday, I don't know what we're going to do on Tuesday yet. Probably some news. There'll be some news about, no doubt. Wednesday, probably talk about shows, no doubt, unless anything else fun comes up. And then Wednesday, it's up to you. That's the schedule. We're here Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. You're very much welcome. Cheers, team. Thanks so much. If you fancy leaving me a thumbs up or a share, that would be really helpful as well. I'd really appreciate that. But I've had fun tin to win. Good point. There is
That's right, podcast fans. It's that time that everyone hasn't been waiting for. It's time for Tin to Win. To win. To win.
I know no one's called in tonight, but usually, where is the tin to win? The tin to win's right here. This month, we are doing the tin to win. Everyone's names that are in the tin to win, you are going into the February win, because I've got to get the prize fund for the end of Feb. All right, it's going to be a big prize fund on Tuesday next week. I'll announce what that prize fund is going to be. It's big. All right, it's big. So, tin to win. If you call in, you win from the tin. Right, I think we've gone too far tonight. Have a great rest of your evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate everyone commenting and being part of the show. And I shall see you tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. Much love. Facilia. Or Pacilia, if you just read it off there.
Yeah. Oh, I'm on.
Oh, I can't hear you, Anon. I've done something wrong with the thing. Anyway, elephant poo is what I got.
Good evening, Lee. How are you?
Great, mate. Your signal is always terrible, but I'm good, my friend. Excuse me. You got an allotment? When I go, don't put artificial grass on top of me, all right?
You got to get composted, Lee.
Yeah, hey, Advert Lee here. Enjoyed the show? Good. You can listen to the best of episodes on the podcast every Sunday. That's right, Lee uploads it every Sunday, the best of podcast. So get out of bed, grab yourself a cuppa and pop in the headphones, and you can listen to the best of the week. Or we have some absolute corkers. Go give it a listen. But from me, Advert Lee, and from Lee, see you next time. Bye-bye.
This is a Finley Gardener. Dotson.
Who said that? Yo, Russ, if you're still watching, yeah, Grow Cook Heat. Is that a new one? I'll obviously take anyone's suggestions as well. So if you've got a suggestion of what you fancy watching, it don't have to be what I want to watch. Let me know as well in tomorrow's show. All right. Good night, guys.